First strike. The void between stars held its breath as the UES Hyperion cut through space, its quantum drives humming with barely contained power. Captain Sarah Chen stood at the bridge's observation window, her reflection ghosting against the backdrop of distant stars. 20 years of service hadn't prepared her for what the long-range sensors were telling her. A massive fleet of unknown origin was approaching humanity's outer colonies. Contact bearing 035. Lieutenant Marcus Rodriguez announced from his station, his dark eyes fixed on the holographic display. Initial count shows over 300 vessels, all larger than anything in our database. Chen's jaw tightened. The Hyperion was humanity's newest warship, a marvel of engineering that merged advanced AI systems with experimental quantum technology. But even with all its capabilities, facing an armada of this size seemed like madness. "Status of the quantum core?" she asked, turning to face her crew. Dr. Emily Wright, the ship's quantum systems specialist, looked up from her console. "ARIA is operating at peak efficiency, Captain. All quantum matrices are synchronized." ARIA, Advanced Responsive Intelligence Array, was more than just another military eye. She represented the perfect synthesis of human intuition and machine precision. "Multiple energy signatures detected," Rodriguez reported. "They're using some kind of crystalline technology we've never seen before." Chen moved to the tactical station, studying the readings. The alien ships appeared to be powered by massive crystals that pulsed with an otherworldly energy. Their design was organic, almost beautiful, but the weapon emplacements covering their hulls left no doubt about their purpose. "Captain," Aria's calm voice emerged from the ship's speakers. "I've analyzed their approach vector. They're on a direct course for New Eden colony. Population 2.3 million. Open a channel," Chen ordered. "All frequencies." The communications officer, Lieutenant Yuki Tanaka, worked her console. "Channel open, Captain." Chen straightened her uniform. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the United Earth ship Hyperion. You are approaching human-controlled space. State your intentions." The response came in a cascade of crystalline tones that the ship's computers quickly translated. "We are the Nexus Collective. Your species occupies space designated for our expansion. Surrender your colonies or face extinction." A chill ran through the bridge crew, but Chen's expression remained steady. "I'm afraid that won't be possible. These colonies are under Earth's protection. We propose peaceful dialogue. Your primitive understanding amuses us." The alien voice cut in. "Your single vessel cannot hope to resist our might. Observe." 3 Nexus ships broke formation, their crystalline hulls blazing with energy. Before anyone could react, they fired on an automated research station in the vicinity. The station disappeared in a flash of light. "Energy readings are off the scale," Rodriguez reported, his voice tight. "Their weapons could tear through standard shields like paper." Chen's mind raced through options. The Hyperion wasn't just any warship. It was a testbed for technologies that the Nexus Collective couldn't possibly anticipate. But using them might reveal capabilities that humanity had kept secret for decades. "ARIA," Chen called out. "Combat analysis." "Their technology is advanced but predictable," the AI responded. "The crystalline structure of their ships suggests vulnerabilities to specific frequencies. Additionally, their targeting systems appear to rely on standard spacetime calculations." A slight smile crossed Chen's face. "And we don't play by those rules, do we?" "No, Captain," Ariya confirmed. "Quantum displacement drives are ready. We can execute maneuvers that should be physically impossible by their understanding of spacetime." Chen turned to her crew. "Listen up. We're outgunned and outnumbered, but not outmatched. The Hyperion isn't just a warship. It's humanity's answer to threats exactly like this. We're going to show these aliens why you don't underestimate human ingenuity." The Nexus ships moved closer, their crystalline weapons charging for another demonstration of power. But Chen had already made her decision. "ARIA, initiate quantum combat protocols." Lieutenant Rodriguez, prepare a full spread of phase-shifted torpedoes. Dr. Wright, I want the quantum core ready for temporal maneuvers. As her crew acknowledged their orders, Chen sent a final message to the approaching fleet. To the Nexus Collective, you just made a serious mistake. Humanity doesn't respond well to threats, and you're about to learn why. The Hyperion's quantum core hummed to life, its revolutionary technology preparing to break the very laws of physics. The first real test of humanity's most advanced warship was about to begin, and with it, a battle that would demonstrate why humanity had survived every challenge it had ever faced. The alien fleet moved to surround them, confident in their superior numbers and technology. They had no way of knowing that the single human vessel they faced was about to rewrite their understanding of what was possible in combat. Battle lines. The Hyperion shimmered like a heat mirage as its quantum displacement drive engaged. Captain Chen watched the enemy fleet's formation through the tactical display, their crystalline ships forming an elaborate web designed to trap a conventional vessel. But the Hyperion was anything but conventional. Multiple targeting locks detected. Rodriguez reported, his fingers dancing across his console. They're trying to box us in. Let them try, Chen responded, her voice steady. Execute quantum maneuver pattern Delta 7. The ship responded instantly, but not in any way the Nexus Collective could have anticipated. Instead of trying to escape the encirclement, the Hyperion simply ceased to exist in normal spacetime. For a fraction of a second, it occupied multiple positions simultaneously, a feat of quantum engineering that had taken humanity decades to perfect. The alien fleet's carefully coordinated fire passed through empty space, their crystalline weapons finding no target. When the Hyperion reappeared, it was behind their lines, its weapon systems already locked onto the exposed rear sections of their ships. Phase-shifted torpedoes ready, Rodriguez announced, targeting their command nodes. Fire. The torpedoes launched, their quantum-enhanced propulsion systems carrying them through space in ways that defied conventional physics. The Nexus ship's crystal-based shields, designed to stop energy weapons and physical projectiles, proved useless against weapons that existed partially outside normal spacetime. 3 alien vessels shattered spectacularly, their crystalline structures breaking apart in cascading failures. The remaining ships scattered in confusion, their tight formation dissolving into chaos. Their command structure is hierarchical, RIA observed. The destruction of those ships has disrupted their network. They're struggling to coordinate their responses. Dr. Wright called out from her station. Captain, I'm detecting unusual energy patterns in their crystal matrices. The quantum core is picking up harmonic frequencies we might be able to exploit. Chen moved to Wright's station, studying the complex energy patterns displayed on her screen. The crystals powering the alien ships weren't just energy sources, they were also their computing systems, command and control networks, and weapons all in one. It was elegant but potentially vulnerable. RIA, can you analyze these harmonics? Chen asked. Already processing, Captain. The crystalline structures operate on quantum principles similar to, but less advanced than, our own technology. They achieve quantum effects through natural crystal formations rather than engineered systems. A plan began forming in Chen's mind. If their entire technology is based on crystalline quantum effects, could we use our own quantum core to interfere with their systems? Theoretically possible, Wright replied, excitement creeping into her voice. We could create a quantum resonance cascade, but we'd need to get close, really close. The alien fleet was regrouping, their remaining ships adopting new formations that suggested they were learning from their mistakes. A new transmission cut through the comm channels. Your technological tricks are noted, human vessel. The crystalline tones carried an edge of anger now. But you cannot hope to survive what comes next. Our fleet carries weapons you cannot comprehend. They're powering up something big, Rodriguez warned. Energy readings are off the charts. The front ranks of the alien fleet parted, revealing a massive crystalline structure that had assembled itself from smaller components. It pulsed with a deep, violent light, that made the quantum sensors scream warnings. "That's a quantum chorus," Wright gasped. "They've built a weapon that harnesses quantum entanglement on a massive scale. If that hits us—" Chen cut her off with a raised hand. "Arrgh. Time to show them what real quantum manipulation looks like. Dr. Wright, prepare the core for maximum output. Lieutenant Rodriguez, plot us a course right through the heart of their formation." "Captain," Rodriguez started, "that's suicide. Their numbers alone would be devastating against a normal ship." Chen finished for him. "But we're not just going to fight them. We're going to use their own quantum technology against them. Arrgh. Begin calculating harmonic frequencies that would disrupt their crystal matrices." The AI's response was immediate. "Analysis complete. Uploading resonance patterns to weapons control. Warning: executing this plan will require precision timing at quantum scales." "Good thing we have you then, isn't it?" Chen allowed herself a small smile. "All hands, battle stations. We're about to show the Nexus Collective why humanity's understanding of quantum mechanics is more than just technological tricks." The Hyperion's quantum core spun up to full power, its engineered perfection preparing to challenge the natural quantum properties of the alien fleet's crystalline technology. As the massive alien weapon began to pulse with increasing power, Chen gave the order that would begin either humanity's greatest victory or its most spectacular defeat. "Execute quantum attack pattern Omega. Let's show them what happens when you push humanity into a corner." The space around the Hyperion began to distort as the ship's quantum core reached out to interact with the crystalline matrices of the alien vessels. The real battle was about to begin, and the laws of physics themselves would be the battlefield. Counterstrike. Space warped and twisted as the Hyperion executed its quantum attack. The ship's engineered quantum core reached out to the crystalline matrices of the Nexus fleet, creating interference patterns in the very fabric of reality. Captain Chen watched as the massive alien quantum weapon began to pulse erratically, its carefully aligned crystals struggling against the Hyperion's targeted disruption. "Quantum resonance at critical levels," Dr. Wright reported, her hands flying over her console. "Their weapon's harmonic structure is destabilizing." The alien fleet's formation began to break apart as their ship's crystal matrices responded to the Hyperion's quantum interference. What had started as a precisely coordinated attack was dissolving into chaos as their technology turned against them. "Their quantum chorus is collapsing," Arrgh announced, detecting cascade failures throughout their command network. The massive crystalline weapon at the center of the alien fleet started to fragment, its component crystals breaking apart as quantum resonance tore through its structure. The explosion that followed wasn't just in normal space. It rippled through multiple quantum states, creating a spectacular display of light and energy. "Multiple enemy ships disabled," Rodriguez called out. "Their quantum networks are shutting down to prevent complete system failure." Chen allowed herself a moment of satisfaction before focusing on the next phase of her plan. Arrgh analyzed their retreat vectors. There has to be a staging area nearby. They wouldn't commit a fleet this size without support infrastructure. "Analysis complete," the AI responded. "Based on their movement patterns and quantum wake signatures, I've identified a probable staging area in the Theta Eridani system, detecting significant quantum disturbances consistent with a major fleet base." "That's deep in unexplored space," Wright commented. "Perfect place to hide an invasion fleet." Chen nodded. "And the perfect place for us to strike back. The Nexus Collective needs to learn that humanity doesn't just defend. We eliminate threats at their source." The remaining alien ships were retreating in disarray, their once proud formation reduced to a scattered withdrawal. But Chen knew this wasn't over. The Collective would regroup, adapt, and return with new tactics. "Dr. Wright, what's the status of the quantum core?" "Operating at 97% efficiency. The resonance attack strained some systems, but Arrgh is already compensating. We're combat ready." Chen turned to her tactical officer. "Rodriguez, prepare a quantum strike package. I want everything we learned about their crystal technology weaponized and ready for deployment. Already on it, Captain, he replied. HFY has helped me develop some nasty surprises for their quantum networks. A new transmission cut through their communications, the crystalline tones now carrying an edge of desperation. You have violated the natural order, human vessel. Your artificial quantum manipulations are an abomination. The collective will not rest until your species is cleansed from space. They're scared, Wright observed. We didn't just beat their weapons, we proved our quantum technology is superior to their natural crystals. That challenges their entire worldview. Good, Chen responded. Fear might make them reconsider this invasion. But first, we're going to make sure they have something real to fear. Set course for Theta Eridani, maximum quantum speed. The Hyperion's drives engage, pushing the ship to velocities that would have been impossible for the crystalline ships to achieve. Their quantum technology allowed them to partially phase out of normal spacetime, covering vast distances in ways that the Nexus Collective's natural quantum crystals couldn't match. Captain, Araya's voice held a note of caution. I'm detecting unusual quantum fluctuations ahead. The collective appears to have seeded the approach to their staging area with quantum mines, crystalline devices that could interact catastrophically with our drive system. Chen smiled grimly. They're learning. Good. That means they're starting to understand what they're really dealing with. Right, can we use their own quantum mines against them? The quantum specialist's eyes lit up. Better than that, Captain. If ARIA helps me modify our quantum field, we could turn their entire minefield into a weapon. When their reinforcements arrive, they'll be in for a nasty surprise. Make it happen, Chen ordered. Rodriguez, prepare for quantum combat operations. When we reach their staging area, I want to hit them with everything we've got. The collective needs to understand that humanity doesn't just defend itself, we eliminate threats permanently. As the Hyperion accelerated toward its target, Chen reflected on how quickly the situation had escalated. What started as a defense of Earth's colonies had turned into a counteroffensive that could determine the future of human-alien relations. But the Nexus Collective had made their choice when they threatened human civilization, and now they would learn why that was a mistake they would never have the chance to repeat. ARIA, begin quantum battle simulations, Chen commanded. I want attack strategies that will exploit every weakness we've discovered in their crystal technology. When we reach their staging area, we're going to show them exactly why threatening humanity was their last mistake. The AI began its calculations as the Hyperion pushed deeper into unexplored space, its quantum drive leaving distortions in reality that would confound any pursuit. The real war was about to begin, and humanity's most advanced warship was bringing the fight directly to the enemy's doorstep. The turning point. The Theta Eridani system blazed ahead of the Hyperion, its twin stars casting an eerie glow across the quantum minefield that protected the Nexus Collective's staging area. Captain Chen studied the tactical display as ARIA had highlighted the complex web of crystalline devices that stood between them and their target. Quantum signature analysis complete, ARIA announced. The staging area contains approximately 2,000 ships in various states of readiness. They are constructing additional quantum chorus weapons. Wright looked up from her station. Captain, the quantum fluctuations from those mines are incredible. One wrong move and our drive system could collapse into multiple quantum states simultaneously. Then we won't make a wrong move, Chen replied. ARIA, execute the quantum field modification. Let's turn their defenses into our weapon. The Hyperion's quantum core pulsed with carefully calculated frequencies, reaching out to interact with the crystalline mines. Instead of detonating them, the ship's advanced AI began to reprogram their quantum states, transforming the defensive network into something entirely new. Quantum reprogramming at 60%, Wright reported. The mines are accepting our modifications. ARIA's quantum algorithms are overriding their base programming. A warning flashed across Rodriguez's tactical display. Multiple contacts emerging from quantum space. The collective is sending reinforcements. Chen watched as crystalline ships began appearing around the staging area, their formations already adapting to account for the Hyperion's previously demonstrated capabilities. The aliens had learned from their earlier defeat. They weren't underestimating humanity's warship anymore. Your persistence is remarkable, human vessel. The now familiar crystalline tones transmitted across space. But you face the full might of the Nexus Collective. Your quantum abomination cannot stand against the pure power of natural crystal harmonics. Natural isn't always better, Chen responded calmly. Aria, are we ready? Quantum mine reprogramming complete. The network is under our control. Chen's lips curved into a slight smile. Show them what artificial quantum engineering can really do. The Hyperion's quantum core pulsed once, sending a command signal through the minefield. Thousands of crystalline devices activated simultaneously, but instead of exploding, they began resonating in perfect harmony with frequencies calculated by Aria. The quantum field they generated reached out to every crystal-based system in range. Massive quantum disruption detected, Wright called out. Their ship's crystal matrices are being forced into quantum synchronization with our modified field. The effect was immediate and devastating. Every crystalline vessel caught in the field began to lose control of its quantum systems. Ships that relied on natural crystal harmonics found their carefully balanced quantum states hijacked and rewritten by artificial quantum algorithms far more sophisticated than their organic computing could handle. Multiple enemy ships experiencing critical failures, Rodriguez reported, excitement creeping into his voice. Their quantum networks are collapsing faster than they can compensate. The alien fleet's response was chaos. Some ships attempted to retreat, their quantum drives sputtering and failing as the modified minefield continued its work. Others tried to fight through the disruption, their weapons firing erratically as their targeting systems lost quantum coherence. Your artificial corruption spreads like a disease, the alien commander transmitted, their crystalline tones distorted by quantum interference. You corrupt the natural order itself. No, Chen responded. We master it. Humanity doesn't just use technology. We improve it. Aria, initiate Quantum Strike Package Alpha. The Hyperion surged forward, its quantum drives operating at full power. The ship's weapons had been modified to exploit the quantum synchronization effect, each shot calculated to cascade through multiple vessels thanks to their forced harmonic alignment. Their staging area defenses are failing, Aria reported. The quantum disruption is spreading through their infrastructure, detecting critical instabilities in their crystal-based construction. Chen watched as the massive alien base began to break apart, its crystalline structure unable to maintain quantum coherence under the assault of humanity's engineered quantum field. The sight was both beautiful and terrible, a cascade of shattering crystal that rippled through quantum states. Captain, Wright called out urgently, I'm detecting a massive quantum surge from the system's secondary star. The collective is trying something desperate. The smaller of Theta Eridani's twin stars began to pulse with unnatural light as the aliens attempted to use its natural quantum field to counteract the Hyperion's artificial disruption. It was a dangerous gamble. Manipulating stellar quantum states could have catastrophic consequences. They're going to destabilize the entire system, Wright warned. If that star goes quantum critical, Aria, Chen commanded, calculate a way to use this against them. They want to play with stellar quantum mechanics. Let's show them how humanity handles stars. The A's response was immediate. Analysis complete. Uploading modified quantum attack patterns. Captain, we can use their stellar interference to create a quantum singularity that will affect only crystal-based technology. The Hyperion's engineered systems will be immune. Chen's expression hardened as she watched the alien fleet desperately trying to maintain control of their ships. The Nexus Collective had threatened humanity with extinction, and now they would learn the true cost of that mistake. Execute the attack pattern, she ordered. Let's finish this. The space around Theta Eridani's secondary star began to twist and distort as two different approaches to quantum manipulation. One natural, one engineered. clashed in a battle that would determine the future of both species. Victory's price. The secondary star of Theta Eridani pulsed with quantum energies as two fundamentally different approaches to manipulating reality clashed in the space around it. Captain Chen watched the tactical displays as ARIA executed humanity's most ambitious quantum engineering feat yet, the creation of a selective quantum singularity. Stellar quantum field approaching critical threshold, Wright reported, her voice tense. The collective's attempts to manipulate the star's natural quantum state are becoming unstable. Their desperation makes them dangerous, ARIA observed. They would rather risk stellar collapse than accept defeat by artificial quantum technology. The alien fleet had gathered around the star, their crystalline ships resonating in harmony as they tried to amplify its natural quantum field. It was an impressive display of coordination, but it played directly into humanity's strategy. Your interference in natural quantum processes cannot succeed. The collective's transmission carried overtones of religious fervor. The purity of crystal harmonics will overcome your artificial corruption. Chen watched as the star's quantum signature shifted into patterns that shouldn't have been possible. ARIA, status of the quantum singularity formation. Proceeding as calculated. The collective's stellar manipulation is actually accelerating the process. Their crystal technology's interaction with the star's quantum field is creating the exact conditions we need. Rodriguez's tactical display lit up with warnings. Multiple enemy ships entering quantum conjunction. They're linking their crystal matrices together, some kind of unified quantum network. They're trying to create a quantum chorus on a stellar scale, Wright realized. If they succeed, they could weaponize the entire star. Chen's expression remained calm. They won't succeed. ARIA, initiate final phase. The Hyperion's quantum core reached full power, its engineered perfection directing the chaos of quantum forces around the star. The ship's artificial quantum field began to shape the growing distortions, guiding them toward a very specific configuration. Quantum singularity forming, ARIA announced. Configuration stable and selective. Effect will be limited to crystal-based quantum systems. The space around Theta Eridani's secondary star twisted impossibly as the quantum singularity took shape. It wasn't a normal black hole. This was something entirely new, a quantum phenomenon that targeted specific types of matter based on their quantum properties. Your artificial construct cannot stand against the pure power of stellar quantum harmony. The collective transmitted. Their fleet pressed forward, crystals glowing with energy drawn directly from the star. Chen allowed herself a small smile. You still don't understand. Humanity doesn't just use quantum mechanics. We rewrite its rules. ARIA. Activate the singularity. The quantum singularity pulsed once, sending waves of precisely calculated quantum interference through space. The effect on the collective's fleet was instantaneous. Their crystal matrices, already stressed by their attempt to control stellar quantum forces, began to resonate at frequencies that shouldn't have been possible. Multiple quantum field collapses detected, Wright reported. Their entire network is destabilizing. The alien fleet's unified quantum chorus shattered as the singularity's selective effect tore through their crystalline technology. Ships began to break apart, their quantum-based systems failing catastrophically. The carefully coordinated attempt to weaponize the star backfired spectacularly as their control over its quantum field vanished. Stellar quantum levels returning to normal, ARIA reported. The collective's influence has been neutralized. A final transmission cut through the chaos, the crystalline tones fractured and distorted. What have you done? This defies all natural law. No, Chen responded. This is evolution. Nature gave you quantum crystals, but humanity learned to improve on nature's design. Your mistake wasn't just threatening us. It was assuming that natural always means better. The remaining alien ships began to retreat, their quantum drives struggling against the lingering effects of the singularity. The mighty Nexus Collective, which had arrived expecting to find a primitive species ready for conquest, fled before the power of human innovation. ARIA, send this message on all frequencies. Chen commanded. To the Nexus Collective, your invasion force is defeated. Your staging area is destroyed. Your crystal technology has been proven inferior to human quantum engineering. Remember this day. Remember what happened when you threatened humanity. Remember that we don't just defend. We evolve, we adapt, and we overcome. The quantum singularity began to dissipate, its work complete. In its wake, it left a graveyard of crystalline ships and a clear message about humanity's capabilities. Captain, Wright called out, I'm detecting quantum signatures from the edge of the system. More collective ships. No, Araya responded. These are human quantum signatures. The UES fleet has arrived. Chen nodded as the tactical display showed dozens of human warships emerging from quantum space. They had won without waiting for reinforcements, but the fleet's arrival would ensure the collective couldn't return. Send a full report to Fleet Command, she ordered. They need to understand what we've learned about crystal quantum technology. The next time the collective threatens human space, we'll be even better prepared. As the Hyperion moved to join the arriving fleet, Chen reflected on how quickly everything had changed. Humanity had faced its first major alien threat and emerged not just victorious, but with new understanding of quantum physics that would revolutionize their technology. Plot a course home, she commanded, and ARIA. Thank you. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you, Captain, the AI responded. But it was human ingenuity that made this victory possible. I simply helped implement your solutions. The Hyperion's quantum drive engaged, carrying humanity's most advanced warship back toward Earth. Behind them, they left a defeated alien armada and a clear message to any other species that might threaten humanity. Underestimate humans at your own peril. In the darkness of space, the quantum singularity's final echoes continued to resonate, a testament to humanity's ability to master and improve upon the very laws of nature itself.